That got a little heated. Are you all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
There's no way I can be bigger than myself, Varric.
Sure you can. You don't see yourself like they do. The sky tears open, demons everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. Maybe you don't think that's a sign of some higher power looking out for the world, but they do. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked.
Whatever I am to Thetis, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work, unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace? I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
I've read your tale of the champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little brother was off on some warden business near the Anderfell's border last I knew. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Tak, ještě jdeme promluvit s tím zbytkem, co tam máme. Uí. Vlastně ani nevím, ke komu tady ho psám.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. Skyhold is in a fine position. It will be difficult for any enemy to approach without being seen. Harder still for Corypheus, with his army and pet dragon in tow. I'd count myself lucky that I missed the assault. But I should have been there.
It's not over with Corypheus. The next time we meet, you'll be on the front line.
The front line, is it? I'll hold you to that. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Pravi, že ne? Black Bearte. Au, dostal jsem se někam, jsem se úplně dostat nechtěla. Čau.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's been going on?
Sister Liliana glanced at me today. I think she's gonna have me killed.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montilier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
I should go.
A hned ty dvě po sobě.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Yep.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool.
Najděte kola.
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
She doesn't blame herself anymore?
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Super.
Could be better.
Tak, kde máme Sera?
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick with her bow. No one quite knew where she came from.
Sarah was never quite what this girl. Her eyes and loved and joyful, but she knew there was a robber man. She was hard to reach them. She will always like to say, why change your past when you can on this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She will always like to say, why change your past when you can on this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. Said I was verified with his girl. Some say she lives in a tavern, but she was so sharp and quick with her bow. Arrows strike like a dragon. Said I was verified with his girl. Her hair is so sharp like a razor, but she knew the days and over men, and she knew how to use them. She will always like to say, why change your past when you get on this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's rogue and a thief and she'll don't you afraid. She will always like to say, why change your past when you get on this day? Today she will fight to keep her away. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. Oči slavice.
Nightingale's eyes, secret lies in their worth. Raise tears they cry, but all the while they softly lie and spiral you. Nightingale's eyes, what will they find left behind? Craven as a spy, with heart remiss for those who could not find the truth. Blinded, so we're hiding, dying to be. We're hiding,
Ty vogo.
for sun to speak.
To je pěkná písnička tady ta.
So free.
Sestra slavice. Počkej, potřebuji najít. Koule v hospodě a kde je Sera? Sera. Mine. Dobře, jdeme lozit po střechách. There once was a ship to put to sea, and the name is a ship for stability. The runs go round and northern time, the water boys bow. Hey, someday when the wind is gone, the wind and tormenty and rough. One day when the wind is gone, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, once was a ship to put to sea, and the name was a ship of possibility. The roars don't blind and brawl and light and board our boys blow. Hey, someday when everything's gone and she went off and tea and rough. One day when everything's gone, do 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 do. Hey, do 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 do. Hawk. Stroud? Hey, kde máme Hawka?
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, Your Worship.
We'll talk later.
Měli bychom se co nejdřív někam dostat. Třeba i do prdele. Tak, jdeme za Kalenem. Jdu správným směrem, ne, jdu úplně v obráceně, ty vole. Jste mi mohli říct rovnou, že ten je někde tam v řitě. Tak jo, skaču dolů. Ulala. Zacáhyc. A je, Cassandra, čau.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Something I can help you with?
Yes, possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Tak, máme nechat teda Lodianu, Kalena nebo kohokoliv. Tak, už se mi někdo vrátil? Lodiana už se mi vrátila, pozor, pozor. A ti dva se mi ještě nevrátili, OK. Sunde, baterity pohřešované hledače. Sister Liliana to zvládne. Asi ze všech nejlíp. Tak, jdeme procházet dál. Pokračujte ve vyšetřování, operace dostupná. Les, Josie, máme nějaké zprávy? Aha. Něco k hlášení.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us. Marquise Hedinel is here, but Her Grace sent her apologies for missing dinner. Allergies, I'm afraid.
Allergies to what?
Wheat, eggs, honey, meat, most fish, some poultry, and even peppers, winter fruits, and every nut under the sun.
What does the Marquis subsist on?
No spite, according to her siblings, as the Marquise had the fortune to be firstborn of her family. Try to avoid invitations to any of their luncheons.
OK. A potom někoho taky pošleme. Vaše vznešenosti? Až tady prdele z mojí vznešenosti. Políbím vám tak akorát zadnici. Tak, v tomhle díle se asi nic moc nestane. To je tam u mě normální, že někdy prostě hold. Jeden díl je prostě úplná sračka, tak. Morrigan. And there was a Morrigan. Tak. Je to rychlejší.
I understand that resources cannot be spared to help search for the missing Seekers, Inquisitor. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. There may be a use in looking.
Do you have any advice for me?
This matter with the Grey Wardens must be dealt with, quickly. That ancient order gets into far more trouble than they're worth. I should have listened to Liliana's suspicions sooner.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Tak, jenom vím, že to musím znovu nastartovat. Co pak?
Complete. Stone mat, Inquisitor.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
La. Zatím mi tam bude proudit slib zničení. Já hlavně potřebuji najít Kalena, ale... Můžu padnout od kamkoliv, ale potřebuji najít Kalena. Je takhle, takže zase musím hezky nahoru. Je takhle, jsem ve vzduchu, aha, proto to nefunguje. Dobře, počkej, takže zase zpátky nahoru. Tak, výborně. A jdem ho hledat. No to tam tím směrem, ok. Jdu to obhopskat hezky. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name was a ship was a Billy O.T. The world's gonna roll. Hey, soon may when everything's gone. Oh! Asi jsme kalena. Ty vole. Pane maestro.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. Therenfall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded. As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment. I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
I'm glad we were able to secure the Orlesians as allies. I've received word from the Imperial Army. They are ready to march with the Inquisition when called upon.
How do you like working with Liliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
What do you think of our ambassador?
Your opinion is more important than mine where Josephine is concerned. As an ambassador for the Inquisition, she is skilled. We are fortunate to have her.
I should let you get back to work.
tak dámy a pánové, já to tady pro dnešek tipnu. Děkuji moc za každý odběr, like, zhlednutí, uvidím se určitě jasně na hru Dragon Age Inquisition, tak zatím máte ho samý kus.